So it's no surprise I watch a lot of YouTube. I like to watch YouTube instead of watching regular TV. I don't know why. Must be the way my brain's put together, but my parents are the same way, and I'm not totally crazy. There's a lot of people that do that. So one of the people that I watch is Liz Fenwick DIY. Got her information right there. And she does a lot of DIYs that are from like Dollar Tree or Walmart or IKEA. And she likes to take inexpensive things and try to DIY them into high-end dollar looks that she finds on like Pottery Barn website and Anthropology. So it's kind of fun. So I decided that I would take a few things from her, some inspirations from her videos, and I'll post the links down below to her videos, and I would try them on my own. So this video, you're going to see a few things that I created that were inspiration from what Liz did. A few of them kind of stayed true to what she did. A few of them kind of went in a different direction, because honestly, one of the things about these videos is they go to Dollar Tree and find stuff that no one else can find. Whether they just know that it's gonna be there and they buy it all as soon as they go, or there's only like 5 and they're lucky enough to get them, but some of the stuff we just don't have in our Dollar Tree. And so I had to kind of, you know, improvise and do something different. So, anyway, have fun. This is a video on my experiences. It's, sad, inspirational, and entertaining. Anyway, enjoy. So here I am looking for a tray, and I want to get 3 different trays. So I want 1 large one and 2 smaller ones. And just by looking around, I found this 4-pack, which was the same size of that marble one there. And so I was going to get 4 plates for the price of $1 instead of buying, you know, 2. So then I brought the trays home. I set them out. I was going to go ahead and give them a coat of white paint because I wasn't quite sure if anything was going to show through. So I used this Krylon matte white and went ahead and gave them a couple coats of spray paint, just so if anything kind of showed through, or if you could see on the back. And yes, that was Buzz. They didn't quite cover all the way. That's fine. I'm really not worried about it because they were covered enough on the back that I was pretty sure that whatever I did on the front was going to cover it up. So you can see that I went ahead and started in the middle. I learned a little bit of a trick that you can get the circle going and then glue it down, but this was my first one and I didn't know this yet. So the hot glue is really fast. You can see I'm burning myself a lot. But anyway, I do eventually kind of get the momentum going here, and you basically just hot glue and circle around. I probably used more hot glue than needed, but that's okay. So here you can see we made a little bit of progress, just wrapping and gluing. And then there is where I decided I wanted to go and throw in a different color. So this is a gray. The gray macrame was so much like softer or looser than the other macrame, so it was really kind of harder to work with. So I had to work to get those 2 ends to match up okay. I used some hot glue and then kind of pushed them together a little bit to keep them from fraying and for them to kind of look right. Then just kind of continued like I did with the other. You glue and just wrap around until you're done with the accent color. So once I did a few rows of the gray, I went ahead and cut it off. My scissors are really bad. And I didn't want it to be quite a dramatic like blend from one to the other. So I did try to just kind of make it so that it blended in a little bit better. And then finish off with the regular macrame there. You can really do whatever you want. Obviously, there's no rules. Then once you're all the way at the end, you are going to hot glue that last and final little piece. And then you'll see where you kind of just wrap it around the back of the plate and glue it in And I used scissors, I learned, because the glue is very hot. Used scissors and kind of pushed it down into the glue so that it was secure. Kind of pulled off all the little tiny glue strings that were on there. Those little glue strings were everywhere. That was a mess. So in this next part, I am using this rope from Dollar Tree. I had decided that I wanted to have a little bit of a different look. So I put the rope down to make sure that I have enough. I'm going to realize that I don't have enough. So I get this cap off of a like canned food container that you can put in the microwave. I think it was like raviolis. It was about the right height for what I wanted to do. And so this is me kind of thinking on the fly. I painted it white. I used some of the gray that I had just used in the one, so that the pieces kind of matched and were similar. And I went ahead and put that on this lid from the food container. And that way it was the same height as the rope, and it was going to give a little bit of that accent color that I wanted to kind of have in all the pieces. So then I just take it and put it in the center of the tray and glue it down. And then I just start the process. Obviously, we kind of know what happens here. Glue and wrap and glue and wrap all the way around. This one was way more satisfying because it, honestly, you know, it went a lot faster. And I don't know, it was way better than the macrame. Then when you have two pieces, you just kind of butt them up against each other. When they're the same size like that, it goes a lot easier. So here we are at the sad realization that I don't have enough cord to finish the product. So I'm sitting here and I need to go into Dollar Tree because I ran out of cord and I can't believe that I have just a little bit left to do. But I do think that I might do the other plate with the bigger cord because I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and get enough to do all 3 plates with the bigger cord and maybe the colored section like I just did with the big plate. So I'm going to run in here, get some more of the rope, and then go back home and finish this project. And of course I had to go to the grocery store because my husband and 2 of my younger daughters were at band camp this week, and they come back this afternoon and they're probably going to be hungry. So anyway, I'll be back. So the truth of it is they did not have any more rope this color at the Dollar Tree. That's kind of what I spoke about earlier. So I'm really glad that I painted that one tray white. And then I did go ahead and finish the second plate with the gray accent color, and I hung them up on the wall. And I do think that they look nice. They look good. I'm gonna keep an eye out, and honestly I will definitely be finishing this one if I can. I know that they get this rope a lot. They just didn't have any when I went in. I hung them up with the command strips, the picture hangers that have the Velcro command strips, and that's how they're up on the wall. So I like them. They turned out okay. They look better from afar. So, all right. So we are pretty familiar with what's going on here. This is a gold tray that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I didn't paint it because I'm going to use this rope here, and it definitely has the same kind of, you know, brownish tone. So I figured if you could see any of the gold come through, the nautical rope just, I think, you know, would be better, fine with it. I have 3 of these so that we can actually do the tray properly. And, basically, you know, you just take them out, snip them off, and boom, you know, you've seen it. We don't need to show it again. There it is. This one was so satisfying to do. So then I decided it needed a little friend, and so I went into the pantry and found this little solo plate. It's just one of the like little tiny paper plates, and I had some of the rope left, and basically I'm just going to go ahead and start the circle. This is how I kind of figured out it worked better. Well, you have to get the tape off of the ends. It's on there to keep it from fraying. But there you go. Now we're going to start the circle off the plate. And then you put down the hot glue on the plate. And just put that down in the middle. And that makes starting this project so much easier. Except, yeah, look, hot glue on the fingers. It hurts. So, again, glue and wrap. And there it is. So I liked how that turned out, but I wanted to do something different with it. So, all right, so I'm gonna try spray painting this and keeping the middle. So I'm gonna use this lid and hold down. I use this matte black Krylon Fusion All-in-One Paint and Primer Spray. So we shall see if we can get this to work. All right. Let's see if this worked. Hey, it did. Might be kind of hard to see out here. Let's see. All right, awesome. All right, so we have our cups. I'm going to use painter's tape on those. This is the adhesive cork. Oh, sorry, upside down. All right, adhesive cork sheets, and I have this bag of black kind of decor rocks. She used succulents in her idea, and honestly, they had the little succulents over in one of the Dollar Trees that I went to yesterday, but I don't know, they're $1 for each of them, and I kind of felt like I could really start racking up the money, and then it's not really a deal anymore. So I am going to use this paper to help cover up some of the glass, so I'm not using all painter's tape. All right, and now I am just going to, again, use the same black paint that I used in the last one, the Krylon Fusion All-in-One Matte Black. I did not bring my camera stand out here, so you guys are just gonna have to wait for the surprise and see what it looks like. All right, so that is one coat. I'm gonna see how it dries and if I need to do another one. And hopefully my tape kept it from bleeding. We'll see. All right, so here is the cork. It's adhesive, so we'll see how sticky it actually is, but that's the backing. Now, I know that most people aren't gonna have a big old mat like this with a cutting board, but I'm using it because they actually do have small ones at Dollar Tree. I saw them. They'd be perfect for a situation like this, or any time that you kind of need to measure out and then use like a little ruler and draw on there. Anyway, they are nice. I am not going to buy one because even though it's just $1, I already have this one. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to cut them to be 1 inch. And you mark 1 inch there. So now I'm just going to remove the painter's tape and the paper, and you can see that it made a pretty good line. And then I have my cork strips, so I'm just going to work on getting those on, seeing the placement where I want, and then cutting off the excess so that when they wrap around, they'll fit on there nicely. It's kind of a cool look. So I got that one done, and then I'm just going to repeat with the second one. So then just finishing and wrapping them around. So there it is. They're both done. So here they are sitting with the plates that we made. And then they were a little masculine, so I thought I would put in with one of our plants that we're growing. All right, so you watched the video. I love these up here. The wall art pieces that were made out of the macrame definitely look good in the camera and through the lens. They're a little bit more rough in person, but I guess that's kind of part of the look, is that they look homemade. Did not like the cork containers at all. Not my favorite. More of a kind of 90s masculine look in my opinion. I wasn't really a fan of that, so but you know, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I'll probably do some more. If you guys watch anyone on YouTube that you enjoy, you think there's any DIYs that I would like to do, or you'd like to see me go ahead and try, please comment below and let me know, and I'll probably try it again sometime. It was fun. I like crafting. So thanks for watching.